and then I'll be recording tonight. Ow, hurts. I don't know. He shouldn't have given up and hopped on that plane and just left, just without even contacting her and going, Okay, and you know, and you not want to talk to me no way. So, but May didn't do what I did. I'm glad what I would have done. I'm glad she didn't, because it kind of taught me a lesson. And maybe I need to be a little more understanding when it comes to the opposite sex. Maybe not, but maybe so. I don't know. If I found someone worth being understanding for, I would. So, give me a Michael or give me a Daniel from Insecure, and I'll do right. But until then, whatever.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. So, I had an amazing weekend, and I'm getting ready to film a video. So, I guess this is the video before the video, and my hair is, oh god, it's so messy that I just have to do this before I can even do my video. So I figure while we're here, we may as well talk about my Valentine's Day weekend. I went and saw the movie The Photograph. It was amazing. So we're going to talk about that and touch on a couple of things. So I'm about to do a rice water treatment. I don't even know if I should because my hair is so tangled and it's so dry. Okay, so I had my hair in a protective style for like 5 weeks, and I clarified my scalp twice, and then after that I took out the protective style. I took out my braids and all that. And I've just been busy, so I haven't had time to even look at my hair for the past week and a half, 2 weeks. It's been like 2 weeks. So yeah, it's dry. It feels like that, you know, when you go to the Sally Beauty Supply, well, not Sally, when you know when you go to the beauty supply store and they have that cheap Kanekalon, yeah, that's what my hair feels like right now. It feels like real cheap Kanekalon. This is bad, but we're gonna get into this, so let's do it. Okay, so I wrote down the names because I didn't know everybody's names. So the movie is called The Photograph, and it came out Valentine's Day. Well, I think it did, but I don't know. That's when I saw it. I saw it Friday, y'all. So, oh Lord, let's get into this hair and get into this movie. So Issa Rae, I love her. She plays May, and May's mother was a very famous photographer. Her name is Christina Eames, and she wound up passing away. Apparently the mom had cancer. She didn't tell anybody, and her daughter had a strained relationship. They were going through whatever they were going through. Oh my gosh, my hair's so dry. Let me get y'all a texture shot. Y'all see this stuff? It hasn't been combed in weeks. What is that? Look like I got gray hair. Is that a gray? That better not be a gray. I'm too young for gray. No, that ain't gray. Okay, good. I don't know what that is. Probably because my hair is dirty, y'all. But anyway. Ooh, oh, it hurts. It hurts. Ow! Ow! Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm tender-headed as can be. Y'all see how dry this is? Oh, my gosh. I've got tangles. Ooh. Ooh. This hurts. Anyway, okay. So Issa's mom, well, her name is May. May's mom's name is Christina Eames, and like I said, they had a strained relationship. So what they did, well, how this goes is there's this guy, Lakeith Stanfield, his name is Michael. He's a reporter, and he goes down to, don't quote me, but somewhere down south, maybe Louisiana, I'm not really sure, but there was an oil spill back in the day. I remember the oil spill, and he was reporting on it. He was actually writing on that, and so he went down there to interview one of the guys. Oh, it hurts. Okay, he went down there to interview one of the guys, and when he went down there to his house, he was boiling crab, and I was like, oh, what's this? Oh, Lord, I told you, hair just falling out and stuff. That's a big old clump. Anyway, I don't know if that's mine or the, no, it's probably not mine. It's kind of short. Okay, but, he saw a picture and he asked the guy, his name is Isaac. He was like, who is that? So Isaac's like, yeah, you know, that was my wife, and she passed away. Then he saw another picture, and apparently he was like, oh, that's the one who got away. And so Michael was like, so you never went and got her? He's like, no. So long story short, Michael goes back to New York because this is based in New York. When I tell you this movie made me want to just leave Georgia, I hate everything about Georgia and the Georgia men, and just move to New York and just live my life. And I want to do what May did, because it was just, I miss being home. But anyway, so he goes back home, and in the process of him going home, like I said, Christina Eames, she passes away. So she leaves a letter for her daughter, and she leaves a letter with an unmarked name, and she said, give this to your father. After you read your letter, give this letter to your father. So she's reading the letter, and I guess her mom was apologizing about how they got, you know, estranged, how they got to the position that they're in. Oh, Lord, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to comb this stuff. Oh, my God, my hair is so tangled. Okay, but, so she reads the letter, and come to find out, her mother, the man that raised May, was not really her father. The mom was pregnant when she met this man. And the man knew that the one who raised her knew that he wasn't her father, but they didn't tell May. So May just so happens, I mean, you know, who could have guessed the guy that actually is her father is the dude, Isaac, that was down in the South. We don't say Louisiana. If I'm wrong, y'all correct me, but whatever. This is off the cuff, so we just gonna go with it. But so she, the reporter Michael, he was doing research. He got, I guess he got interested in Isaac's story. So he starts digging, and he has the photograph, and he's like, you know, this one woman, the woman that got away. Now let's go back. See, Isaac doesn't know that Christina has passed away because she just passed away. So when Michael took the picture, Michael was like, you know, I'm gonna dig into this. I'm gonna find out who this Christina lady is, and blah blah blah. Somehow, Michael and May, they wind up connecting, crossing paths. I think Michael reached out to her because, you know, she is Christine's daughter. I don't remember how it worked, but somehow they wind up linking up. And May has an art, she works at an art, she's a curator, I think, at an art museum. And Michael goes down there. They wind up talking, they kick it. The vibe is amazing. It's a real New York type of vibe. It's a real, you know, KNYG type of vibe, the vibe that I need. So they wound up going, they had their little thing. And now, mind you, she's still reading. This letter is like 6 pages. So she's reading this letter from her mom in bits and pieces when she can. And oh my God, my hair is so tangled. Ew, what is this? I guess I got half in one ponytail and half in the other. Oh my God, my hair is so tangled. Anyway, so she winds up having a little, you know, they have their little situation. They wind up sleeping together. And so apparently, a little backstory about Michael, he's a lover who loves love. And he loves a lot of loves. You know, he goes from woman to woman. And then he's got an older brother who is Lil Rel. Lil Rel's wife is absolutely gorgeous. I looked her up. Her name is Tiana Paris. When I tell you, that has got to be one of the prettiest women ever. She's just beautiful. I love her. She's pretty, pretty, pretty. I've never seen her before. But Lil Rel and his wife, they settled. They have 2 kids, 2 beautiful little girls. And, you know, Lil Rel's like, listen, you know, I guess Michael went and told his brother that Lil Rel, he told him that he met a woman. And he's like, oh, Lord, not another one. Because Michael just got out of a relationship with a woman, and she just so happened to live down in Louisiana where he was visiting Isaac to do the story. And I think Michael, oh, my God, it's tangled. Michael just goes from woman to woman, but it falls in love, but then bounces, you know, loses interest and bounces to the next. So anyway, Michael wound up applying for a job in London, I think it is. And so now he meets May. He's interviewing May, you know, talking to her about her stuff, and May's kind of talking to him about everything. And okay, May doesn't know that Michael's moving, you know, for work. She doesn't know that yet. But they just click so hard that it's like once it winds up coming out that he's moving, you know, it's too early for her to be like, no, you need to stay, or for him to be like, no, come with me. But the connection was there, so it's like, dang, neither one of them wanted it to end. So, it hurts. So, anyway, I'm going to just tell y'all what I hate. What I hated and what I loved. I have been to the movies 500 million times. I have never been in a movie theater and cried. This movie made me cry twice. It made me cry twice. And I'm going to tell you why it made me cry. Well, for one, the mother, it just hit home because her story just sounds so much like mine. She just, you know, not the, I don't know, I'm not going to say what parts, or what parts not, because there's just so much to it. But just the fact of, she said, I'm so good at work. I wish I was as good at work as I am. I wish I was as good at loving as I am at work. And I'm like, oh my God, she sound like me. Like, you know, unlucky in love. And because she wound up getting with a man that she didn't necessarily love. She loved him, but she was in love with Isaac. But the problem is, they from a small town. Isaac didn't want to leave the town. She knew that there was more out there, and she had to go. So what I did not like about this movie is, apparently, Mama, like I said, Mama knew she was pregnant. She never told Isaac that it was his child. She never told him. So he didn't know that May was his child. She wound up visiting back home after her mother passed away, and May was like 4 years old. And Isaac saw them, and Isaac was too chicken to ask, hey, is this my kid? And she never told him. So I'm just like, all this unsaid stuff, that just drives me nuts in the Black community. You know, we don't talk about stuff how we should, when we should. So anyway, he knew that was his daughter. He could do the math. He country, but he ain't slow. So, you know, they move on, and that's pretty much what the letter said. That's what Christina's letter said to her daughter. I'm sorry, you know, my dear May, I didn't love you how I was supposed to. You know, it was hard. I was a woman dealing with my own stuff. So yeah, I'm your mother, but I'm a woman first. And you know, this guy, he actually is your father. Yeah, I'm not even gonna take the comb to this stuff, because I don't know if y'all see what I'm dealing with here. But there's, we're not combing this. This ain't gonna work. It's just too matted up. Oh my God, my hair is so dry right now. Anyway, so she, you know, she was like, but this is the man that's your father, and I didn't want to tell him and make his life more difficult by adding you into the mix. And all of that, I'm not respecting Mama Christina, because how do you do that? How do you have a whole child by a whole man and don't even tell him that he's the father? I can't stand women that do that. That drove me insane. And you know, they kind of glorified the cheating aspect of it. So anyway, May's got this thing with him, with Michael. So she goes down now. She, you know, she's through reading the letter. She goes down and she goes to meet her actual father, who is Isaac. And Isaac, a young Isaac, was played by, I think his name is Wyland. I don't know his name, but his name is Daniel on Insecure. And I love me some Daniel. See, that's what I need in my life. I need a Daniel. But anyway, so she goes down there to meet him. And while she's down there, before she left, she was calling Michael. Because see, there was a power outage. And I'm all over the place. But you know what, y'all, just keep up. Just go watch the movie, because it's amazing. Then y'all understand what I'm talking about. So it was a power outage. Daniel and May were together. They winded up having to go to, Michael, my bad. Michael and May were together. They winded up going uptown to Michael's brother's house, Laurel. And they stayed the night there because May lost power at her house while they were hanging out. So while they're at the brother's house, May meets his two nieces. And they're like, hey, you know, the littlest one, you know, leave it to kids to tell all your business when they're not supposed to. So she's like, hey, you don't look like such and such and blah, blah, blah. And then May's like, who is that? Says some woman's name. And they said, oh, that's Uncle Michael's girlfriend. And May was like, Uncle Michael's girlfriend? Wait a minute. I didn't know Uncle Michael had a girlfriend. So, you know, the babies let the cat out the bag that Michael had a girlfriend. So May didn't say anything right away. She just kind of kept it cool. Oh, God, it hurts. Ooh, I'm detangling, y'all. This is painful. But, so that night, they winded up laying down. They were going to sleep on the couch because, you know, it was crazy in New York. It was a storm coming, and the power was out in half the city. So she's laying there next to Michael. She can't get to sleep. She can't sleep. And she can't sleep because, for one, she's got her mother's letter on her mind. But then for two, because she knows that the little girls just told her that the man she's laying next to has a girlfriend. So anyway, long story short, they wind up talking about that. They wind up, you know, he wakes up, they wind up having a conversation, and then he's like, yeah, you know, and I also want to let you know that I'm moving out of town for a job. I'm moving, you know, to another country. And she's like, hold on, wait a minute, what? So now everything is out. After this night, you know, days go by, she's calling Michael. He's not answering his phone. She's leaving messages. He's not picking up the phone. Okay. So Michael's talking to his brother. His brother's like, listen, I didn't tell you to, you know, get in with the girl, then break her heart. Like, see, this is what you do. You come around, you destructive. You gonna mess with this girl's, play with this girl's mind, knowing that you got a job elsewhere. What are you doing? So anyway, she goes down, May goes down to, we gonna call Louisiana, to go meet her birth father. While she's there, guess who comes down to put the finalizations on his story? Good old Michael. Daddy don't know that Michael and May done hooked up, so of course he went and told him, hey, May's here. Hey, you know, abort. He didn't give a chance to warn him because, like I said, he didn't know that they were dealing with one another. Ooh, Lord, this head hurts. So, anyway, so Michael walks in and May's like, oh, hey, fancy meeting you here. And it hurts. So, He was like, yeah. She's like, why didn't you return my phone call? He's like, oh, you know, my bad. He got all the excuses in the world. See, now that's where I would have messed it up for myself, because I would have been like, well, you didn't return my phone call, so obviously you didn't want to talk to me. So even though I'm seeing you here, we're not going to do all this because you don't want to talk to me no way. So, but May didn't do what I did, and I'm glad what I would have done. I'm glad she didn't, because it kind of taught me a lesson, and maybe I need to be a little more understanding when it comes to the opposite sex. Maybe not, but maybe so. I don't know. If I found someone worth being understanding for, I would. So give me a Michael or give me a Daniel from Insecure and I'll do right. But until then, whatever. So they wound up hanging out. They enjoyed the day. They went to like a little club, little in-house party, and you know, outside jazz, and I'm loving it. The soundtrack is so freaking bomb for this movie. Okay, so the last album, I said album. The last body of music that I spent money on was a Jill Scott CD. And I don't even know what year that was, but it was a long time ago, and she had a song with Anthony Hamilton. And yeah, so I don't buy music. I'm going to purchase this soundtrack. This soundtrack was everything. The music was amazing. A couple songs I knew, a couple I didn't. You know, they had Mos Def on there. I knew that one, Umi. They had her on there. They had a couple of people. Al Green. It was just great. Y'all got to check it out. But anyway, so while they're hanging out for the day, he tells her, hey, I got the job. I'm up out of here. So she's like, what do you mean, you leaving? He's like, yeah, but I don't want to leave because I don't want to leave you. So he finally decides to be honest. And, you know, I guess this day just took over he's being real with her. I want you. I don't want to leave you. And she's like, you know what? Let's just enjoy today. Oh my God, my hair is so tangled. She's like, let's just enjoy today because, you know, make this what it is. Excuse me, and leave it here. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing? No, don't leave it there. No, don't make it what it is. He's finally opening up. This is what you wanted. Accept it. But she's not accepting it. So she kind of hurt his feelings, but she didn't want to get herself crushed. And she's like, a long distance relationship is not going to work. He's like, we can make it work. She's like, it's not going to work. So he just kind of bowed out. And pretty much they enjoyed their day, and then they went back to New York. So now we go weeks out. He done finally moved, or months out. And you know, what really bothered me was he left and he didn't put up a fight. Like, where was his fight? I mean, I understand what happened on the rooftop when she told him, let's just enjoy today and let it go. But you don't listen to somebody when you really care for them. So she shouldn't have, I don't know, he shouldn't have given up and hopped on that plane and just left, just without even contacting her and going, okay, and you know, and talking about how he really feels and giving it one last try. Like, listen, look, you don't know, we got to figure out what we're gonna do because I want you and you want me. They didn't give it a chance. So, like I said, this movie brought tears to me. I cried twice inside the movie theater. I have never cried in a movie theater just because it touched home and it felt so right. This movie is amazing. I love everything about it. But anyway, she winds up, I guess it just eats at her so much that she's like, you know what? I got to go get him. I got to go get him. So she hops on a plane. She goes over there to where he is. Now, I skipped over so much, but that's just because, you know, that ain't what this is about. I was just coming out here to tell y'all this is an amazing movie. I didn't write down notes, so I'm all over the place, but it is what it is. So, she sends him, he likes Kendrick Lamar, she likes Drake. Of course, we know she loves Drake because she was in the video. But anyway, so she sends him to like kind of flirt, break the ice. She sends him tickets to a Kendrick Lamar concert. Kendrick just so happens to be in London. So she flies over there to London. He gets the tickets. He shows up. She sent him 2 tickets. He shows up and she's there and he's there. And they walk up to each other and they just like they never parted. And she loves him. She loves this dude. She don't even know him like that, but she knows that he's the one. That's the one. So they reconnect and they kind of joke about the fact that she does not like Kendrick because she like Kendrick walks through, you know, he makes you feel bad about being not being perfect. So she's not really into Kendrick Lamar, but he loves him some Kendrick. So that's what she bought the tickets to, and he was like, yeah, because I know you know, you flew all the way over here. I just know you love Kendrick Lamar. You came here for the concert. And she's like, oh yeah, because I love me some Kendrick. Now we know she can't stand Kendrick, but she came over there for him. So anyway, that's how the movie ended. It just, for me, I feel like she did as a woman. Why did she have to go to such great lengths to get him I guess be on board. It felt like she was kind of chasing him. I didn't like that aspect of it. I didn't like that aspect of it at all. Y'all, I'm talking so much I can't really detangle. I've done all I could do because it hurts. So yeah, I'm about done with the detangling process. At this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go through it a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wash it. I am using, hold on, let me just get my shampoo. Okay, I'm using the Main Choice Tropical Moringa. Okay, y'all see that? That's the shampoo I'm gonna be using. So, yeah, I'm almost done talking about this, and then I'm gonna start my video with the rice water. So I'm gonna shampoo with that, and then I'm gonna go ahead in with the rice water. Ooh, it hurts. I'm tender-headed as hell, y'all. Can you tell? Don't feel good. But anyway, that's crazy. My hair, look. Y'all see my roots? I'm talking about your girl has not combed this stuff at all. Oh my gosh. Anyway, okay. So I don't like how she did so much chasing. But I also understood it because it seemed like she had to pull it out of him, and every time that he did try to open it, because he did a couple times throughout, every time he did, she kind of shut it down. But she shut it down because she didn't want to be hurt, and she's used to being a strong person, and she's used to being isolated, so she has to protect herself. And I totally get that because that's the story of my life. That story of my life. So I get that. But yeah, ultimately what happened is she flew out there. They went into the concert together. I don't know how they was gonna make that love work with her living in the US and him living over there in London. I don't know, but they had to make it work because they were perfect together. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here because this was just quick talking about this video. I'm not even gonna edit this thing. I'm just putting it up. Y'all gonna get it how y'all get it. We gotta get into the next video. I'm about to do my hair video, and then I'll be recording tonight. Ow, hurts. So yeah. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Comment down below what y'all thought. Did y'all see the movie, The Photograph? If you didn't, go see the movie. I love that movie. Anyway, y'all, we out of here. Deuces.